Did we go live last week?
Yes.
It feels like we've been gone for fucking ever.
Well, yeah, you weren't live on Saturday night, so I'm sure it's...
Bitches, what's good, YouTube? It is your boy Thesis, aka Thesis himself, from Vaping with Thesis. That's right, God bless it.
No, look.
So, first and foremost, thank y'all Ninja Kitties super much. I want to give a giant shout out to the militia for coming, for a bunch of them for fucking coming. Y'all didn't have to do that. You did that shit. Thank you so much. We just finished up with the wedding stuff, except for now we have to still clean up.
What should I?
I'm so fucking tired. I'm so fucking tired. Now, how was the weekend? How was the wedding?
It was good. Should we wait? I think we should wait a couple minutes.
So everyone's here?
Yeah, I think we should wait a couple minutes till everybody is here. We've got John, Melissa, Rez, Chef, PH, Raul, Riot, Joe 702, LB Vapes, Nick Anderson, Cloud Chasing. Hello, everybody.
Oh, keep reading them up.
Yep, that's it. That's what
Joe
Lando.
702. Hey, congrats. Thank you so much, man. Kitty. Riot Vapes. John Augusta. Raul, how's it going, bro? PH Vapor. Thank you so much, brother. Chef Hughes, his ass is there. Res done.
Yep. So
Melissa
if
Perry
you
Pruitt.
guys if you guys haven't followed, if you haven't paid attention over the weekend, or if you guys have been busy, didn't catch up, we had Bob Squatch and his beautiful wife Ashley came and joined us for the weekend. They flew in Friday morning and left Sunday afternoon, so they were with us all weekend. Chef came in Friday night, and then Saturday we had Shannon and his girlfriend come up. Chris was here.
Can I just go and say, we got some cuties for wives in the militia.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking all these pretty motherfuckers. And sorry if we're super low energy. We have gotten, last night was the first time we've slept probably in like a full night in over a week.
I was gonna say over a week.
Probably getting closer to 2 weeks. Like, it's been so fucking busy. Excuse me.
Yeah, I took a 2-hour nap when we got home yesterday and was still sleeping by 9:30 last night.
Yep.
And my alarm woke me up at 7 o'clock this morning. And I took a nap again today.
It's been ridiculous. It's been tiring.
Exhausted is just like the only.
The worst part of it all, like every time I look at my fucking hand, I'm like, that's not my fucking hand. It doesn't look like my hand. There's a metal thing around it. I don't like jewelry. I simply just do not, unless it goes through my skin. Every time I see it, and every time I touch something, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna scratch it. And I looked down this morning and now I saw a scratch. I'm like, all right, now I can actually use it. Isn't that cute?
That's cute.
You're cute. I didn't think I was ever gonna fucking wear this shit ever in my entire life. Knockout, Kenny M. Can you read those, baby? It's my eyeballs are blurry.
Christopher says, shave.
You shave, man. You're just mad because you can't grow a bird.
Knockout, Kenny M. J Money.
J Money. P.S. Managed Kids. Tonight. Who we sponsored by tonight? Uno, Skull Pods. I had to think about that because Pod Juice is no longer a sponsor of the channel. However, we left on super good terms. It's specifically because of the flavor.
I was just gonna say no. I mean, in a completely understandable.
Yeah, the flavor ban and all that kind of good stuff that we are fighting. Is it your turn to fall?
Apparently.
However, yeah, Skull Pods. But so Pod Juice, all the coupon codes are always going to be active. That's not going away. And big shout out to them. Simply put, I understand their position. They had to get rid of basically for the most part, their influencer program.
Mm-hmm. I was going to wear my Uno shirt tonight, but I have it packed in my bag.
Ready for Mexico?
Yeah,
that's all right. So we'll have it done in Mexico.
Yeah.
And I kind of extended their sponsorship from October just because I haven't had time to even record a video.
Chef asked if they're still going to sell their supply.
Who?
I'm assuming Pod Juice.
So I don't know if Pod Juice is affected if they're actually in LA, like the LA ban, because I don't know how. Like I said, we haven't had time to do anything. I haven't even done research on what that affects specifically. If anybody in the chat can update me on exactly what that is, that'd be great. P.S. Hit that like button, my Ninja Kitties. Again, super low key tonight, just kind of kicking it.
I was gonna say we just wanted to like catch everybody up, kind of recap how the rest of the week went.
Real quick though, so let me address my boy PH brought the attention that Jay thought that I didn't send him a barrage on purpose. It wasn't that. I promised Jay a specific one, and he's getting a specific one, a specific low serial number. And we just simply haven't sent out anything really. There was only 2 people that I sent anything out to, and that was Tina, and him. That's
Believe it or not, it's been It's like the bottom of our totem pole for the last week.
Yeah, like was doing anything, like not filming, not fucking recording, not anything else.
Anything that wasn't directly related to
The wedding.
the wedding was really put on the back burner over the last week.
It wasn't last week.
I was
going to
say
past
like
3 weeks. Yeah,
the
4
last
weeks.
week, like very specifically.
Yeah.
But yeah, in general, over the last like 2 weeks, it's been 3 weeks.
Yeah.
So last time we all chatted, it was Monday.
Hey, White Kevin K.
And Monday we did our Tetris grass chunks. Tuesday we cooked all day. We cooked pork all day.
Can I just
Tuesday.
talk about the grass chunks though?
Yeah.
A little bit. Have we posted pictures of it?
We talked about it last Monday.
Did we?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, we told the story last Monday.
It was probably one of the funnest, worst experiences.
I was gonna say it was a
blast.
silly, but we had so much fun. Tuesday we cooked pork and
all my RDAs, all my barrages are in the fucking laundry right now.
Really?
I was depressed because I wanted to test out the liquid I just got sent.
No, there's one upstairs in the boys' room. I pulled it out of your bag today.
You found it?
The black one?
Well, not true. It's all black,
Yeah.
black top, black bottom, black mod.
Yeah, it's in the boys' room on Rocky's dresser.
Well, that's not a good place to have it.
Well, I know, but that's where I emptied the bags.
Okay, I have to
That's what
grab
it
that. Tell me when you fucking do that, because I thought the shit got
I know when I
stolen.
pulled it out, I was like, oh, I better let him know that I found this.
P.S. Chef and everyone else that was at the wedding, my mom stole my mod. So everyone was like, I didn't know who took it, and it turns out it was my mom.
Of course it was.
Yeah, so she has my cold steel 200 or 100 watt, which is kind of depressing. It's one of my favorite mods. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Was it Tuesday we cooked pork? Is that what we did on Tuesday? Did
Fucking
we
all day, my Ninja Kitties.
Yeah, we literally
I want
cooked
questions. Thank you so much, Melissa Perry Pruitt.
all day on Tuesday.
Real quick, could I just go and state 14th October. When did we arrive back from our honeymoon?
The 14th.
We arrived back from Mexico October 14th, and then we'll be back in semi full swing of things. The next video to be released is tomorrow. That's been scheduled for a while. Excuse me. And then the next video after that's going to be the Skull Uno pods. The Skull pods. Okay, that's it.
We cooked all day Tuesday, and then I feel like there was something else we did on Tuesday night, but honestly, that's way too far away now that I can't even like remember.
All the days fucking blurring to each other.
Yeah, I think it was just like we were doing, just getting a lot of last minute stuff put together. Wednesday was the day that I went. You worked Wednesday.
Oh, edited.
You did some editing on Wednesday because I went and got my eyelashes done, went and got my hair done. We did something else on Wednesday. Oh, the tent guy came out and staked it out.
Oh my God.
In the fucking pouring rain. It was 40 degrees outside.
You guys have no idea.
And on the way out to meet the tent guy, what happened to the Suburban?
My transmission blew on the Suburban. So I had to deal with the fact that it turned a half-hour drive into probably close to an hour and a half. Something like
my
that.
dad had to follow us all the way home. It was like a 35 mile. I mean, normally it takes 35 minutes. And my dad had to follow us all the way back.
So
because we couldn't get out of second gear. Yep.
And it was fun. It was 39 miles an hour the entire way home.
So then we got home.
High revs. So now we're looking for a new transmission and a new motor for the Suburban.
Well, all the way home, we're trying to figure out like, okay, so how are we going to get a transmission? Swapped out the Suburban on Tuesday because my car was in the shop. So we were already down a vehicle.
$2,000 for her Jeep. And we're looking at another $5,000 for the truck to swap a motor and a tranny.
And so we were looking at sort of like trying to figure out.
Life is so fun. Life. Keep going, baby.
So we're trying to figure out like how we were going to get a transmission swapped out of the Suburban on Thursday.
In 24 hours. 24 hours.
And we got home and it was in the house and I was like, we have so much shit to do tomorrow. Like we have so much shit to do tomorrow. Like we literally don't have 24 hours to give up. And I walked out in the garage and I said, we got to rent a car.
Oh my God.
And he was like,
that sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
But I didn't know her being as cheap as she is because you're a cheap ass. So we rent the car and she tells me, well, if we pick it up at midnight, it's going to be like what?
It's one less day.
It's one less day because it's past midnight. Now, what ends up by happening is Mandy's super logical, pragmatic brain kicks in terms of finances, hence the finance. Are you no longer finance, Mandy?
No.
You've graduated.
I've graduated.
You're still pretty financy though. So her cheap ass is like, well, let's pick it up by midnight. Meanwhile, we got to be up the next day to bring the fucking boys to school and then go directly do wedding shit. No, did we have was the boys off?
No, that was this would have been Thursday. But I knew we were going to be up till then anyway. And we had so much shit going on. It was like, I know we're going to be up until midnight anyway.
I was in our kitchen building patio heaters with an impact driver. Now, midnight starts to roll around. We get to the airport. And what ends up happening is we're not home. And then I'm sitting in, I bring Mandy up. We're at the fucking gas station. I'm at the gas station waiting for Mandy. Mandy takes a train, the tram. She takes
the wrong terminal. If you guys don't know what about MSP, we have 2 separate terminals.
They're like miles from each other. Yeah.
So I had to get on a tram and take one to the other terminal because there's only one rental company that's open 24 hours at our.
So I thought,
airport.
Okay, I'm going to have just enough time to grab, a pretzel fucking breakfast sandwich, eat that in the parking lot, and just head home. I called Mandy and she's like, you need to find a credit card with my name on it.
So I was at Hertz, and what I had done is before we left, I went on Priceline and I found the cheapest rental car I could find, and paid for it ahead of time, thinking that like, okay, so then when I get to the airport, it'll just be like, yep, here's my ID. They're going to give me a key and out the door I'm going to go. Well, I get up in line and they need a credit card because they need to put on top of what I paid for, they also need to put a hold on my credit card for any damage deposit or like a damage deposit. Well, it's like 12:30 in the morning and we've been, paying wedding stuff all week long. So my credit card didn't have that extra $200 on it. And so I'm like, oh, that's all right. I can just give you my debit card. And he's like, not with a Minnesota driver's license. You're not.
So, long story short, is we didn't get home till close to 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah, it was late. It was really late because then I had to transfer money, make a payment on my credit card, wait for my credit card payment to come through, and then I had to get back in line. Like I said, the only rental car company that was open at the airport. Get back in line, wait again, go through the whole spiel.
And that's also when Minnesota decided to announce, around that time, when I found out that Minnesota decided to announce that they're going to be trying to do a flavor ban being enacted here. So now we've got to put that at the forefront of the fucking plate in terms of just the channel, just everything. And with this is where I'm talking about. Like the channel has taken a back burner, which sucks up until October 14th. But right now, this is where we're living in this moment, because I want to make sure she had exactly what she wanted for the wedding, and that we're gonna have the best fucking honeymoon we can possibly have. End of sentence. And you guys, by the way, the Ninja Militia is in part responsible for that. So thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys.
Thank you guys so much. We owe you a great deal. And let me did we shout out everybody who came?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did.
Okay.
So then we get home super fucking late, super late. But again, have to be up super early in the morning.
Real quick, let me just go and promote my brother Chris. This is North Star Combat NSC. Saturday, October 12th. Tickets are $19. My brother, 19, 29, 39. My brother will be fighting at Northern Lights Casino. He's a MMA fighter. Chris Defoe. Big native dude on the right. He'll beat the fuck out of you. 6'3", 508, 712 pounds and shit. How much do you think Chris weighs?
I have no idea.
He's like 300 pounds.
I have no idea.
6'12" and shit. Okay. See his ass. I'm upset that I'm not upset that we're gonna be gone. I'm upset that I haven't been to one of his fights yet. I will be there, Chris. I promise. Okay, continue. Sorry.
So got home super late Wednesday night. Thursday morning, I still had to be up, get the boys ready for school. So I was back up at 6:45 on Thursday morning. Got the boys off to school, and then I left to go drive down to meet my mom and my sister to buy the rest of the food. Because, I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you guys have seen, but we cooked all of our own food.
Cooked our own food.
Did all of it ourselves. I mean, I shouldn't say we did all of it ourselves. We had a lot of fucking help this weekend. But
a lot of help.
We didn't hire out a catering company to do our food for us.
I stood at that grill and you stood over that pork.
Yeah.
We legitimately cooked it ourselves. Yeah. Big shout out to my boy Ryan Jepson.
Yeah. And everybody else who helped us. We'll get there. So I was gone. Literally, I left 7:30 at Thursday morning. I did not get home until after 8:00 on Thursday night because shopping all day for food. Me and my mom and my sister went and got our nails done. And then we picked up a load and headed out to the venue to start unloading and moving stuff over there. Didn't get home till super late Thursday night. God, I feel like we were up super fucking late on Thursday too. Couldn't tell you what we were doing, but late. We were up really late on Thursday morning. Or
we
Thursday
didn't
night.
even have time to have sex until today.
It's you guys has been insane.
We got married on Saturday. And we haven't had time to fuck since today. Now, if that doesn't give you an idea, I don't know what will. Perry Dub says we all need to unite. Big thing this time. Criminal. Oh, yeah, keep reading. Oh, keep going. She's moody, guys. I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry, you guys. It's been.
She's not having it tonight.
No. And so then Friday morning, same thing. Got up right away in the morning. Went to go pick up flowers because I went up to the farmer's market.
You got such a fucking solid deal.
Yeah, you guys, I'm telling you right now.
5-gallon pails of flowers.
My rental car was filled with 5-gallon buckets of real flowers I got from the farmer's market, and I paid $100 for them. Like, if you can manage to put together some flowers and some cute vases, like, just do it yourself. It's so much better than hiring somebody to do it for thousands of dollars. Just get yourself some, a couple of really good aunts.
Can we give a real quick shout to Ryan and Megan's uncle who owns what?
I don't remember.
Megan. So our neighbors who I DJ'd for the previous weekend, which is a mistake on my part, but it turned out great.
Yeah, it was great.
It turned out horrible for I thought, but no one else could tell. But their uncle owns one of the most spendy floral shops in Minneapolis, and it showed. I've never walked up to someone else's flower arrangement. I was like, yo, that shit's dope. That's exactly what, as it was walking by, I stopped like it was a big fat booty. I was like, God damn, someone spent time.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
not
not
gonna
gonna
centerpieces though. So many people complimented it.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Not one person.
So 2 people. One of them was your family. 2 of them were mine. So 3 people. I won't say who. There's one person you should know out of my family. Stop. Not that one. He was like, these beautiful centerpieces. Beautiful pumpkins is what he said. Not centerpieces.
Oh.
So
I don't think. I mean,
you had just jewels on them.
I know. I just don't think anybody. I didn't advertise the fact that we did it ourselves. So I'm sure people thought they were.
Mandy,
honestly,
how many did you make?
Probably 40.
40
if
centerpieces.
Not more. People probably thought they were purchased, which is fine. That would. I mean,
what's a compliment?
Is the point? But they were a lot of fucking work. Today, I literally took my arm across my craft desk.
Yes. So I held open a trash bag, and Mandy's doing this with her hand into it, and all I could think is, I had a heart because Mandy's not been happy since. Neither have I. Like, it's one of those.
We'll get there.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it. So I went and picked up all the flowers Friday morning, and then I met Nas at the airport so we could pick up Bob and Ashley. And then we all came back to the house and they helped us get everything loaded up, strapped down, tied up, and we headed out. That was the last time. Friday morning was the last time we had been at the house.
We haven't even been home since last week.
And literally
in a toy hauler.
And so we got out there and
Jesus. Fuck it at this point.
So we got out there and everybody just, literally, you guys, it's so crazy. There's it comes down to, it's like all this planning and all this prep and all this stuff. And all of a sudden you get there and there's everybody. Everybody is like, what can we do to help? What can we do to help? What can we do to help? And it's it literally in hours after we got there, the place was it went from being empty tent in our friend's yard to
it was beautiful,
like a wedding venue. It's so crazy when you get all of your family and friends together, how quick everything starts to turn around.
It was absolutely you guys, it was magical. Tell them about the weather.
Well, yeah. So Bob and Ashley are helping us unload tables and hang lights, and then my mom and my and her boyfriend showed up, and my dad and Gail, and we're all just bringing heaters in and hanging lights and pulling decorations and doing all kind. It was just but so rewind a little bit. Okay. So our friend's house was 3 miles away from the hotel that we had reserved for our guests. And we wanted to provide a shuttle for the people who were staying at the hotel and that were coming to the venue. Also because there wasn't very much parking. So we wanted to make sure that we had a shuttle available for people to get back and forth. Well, when after Nas and I picked up Bob and Ashley, we're in the car and I get a phone call from my girlfriend. She's like, so the bus driver that is going to be driving your shuttle tomorrow came out here with her minivan today because she wanted to take a look at the venue, and she buried her minivan
in a swamp.
And if you guys have been following this at all, like it literally has rained for like 300 days straight in Minnesota. Everything is fucking wet.
Just soaked.
Everything is wet. And so we've been putting in all this work to get everything dried up and looking decent and whatever. And she literally drove through the driveway that my dad created and into a swamp and buried her minivan. So poor Cody, the guy who, Julia's husband, their house, was like digging a hole out from underneath the frame of the minivan to try and get a chain hooked in underneath her to pull her out. She almost ran him over.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Oh, she went in reverse and the bumper was on Cody's chin. Cody was laying down like this and he's like, don't reverse until I tell you to. And she started to reverse and the bumper pushed his chin.
Don't worry, we're calling. Did your dad call corporate today?
My dad told me not to worry about it because of the way the driveway looked when we left. He's like, when we were packing up yesterday, he's like, I think maybe we should leave that bus company alone. Because the damage we did was
way worse. Yeah, but they didn't know about it.
I know, but whatever. And so that was how we started off Friday.
Okay. Was
the fact that this minivan was buried into all of this work that we had done.
It gets better. Just hang on a second.
And then, so my sister, since the transmission blew on the Suburban, my sister took her boyfriend's truck, drove over to our house on Friday morning.
Yep. Did a great job.
Hooked up to a flatbed trailer that we had our two big, huge electrical spools on.
Wagons, my dirt bike.
Wagon wheels, Nas's dirt bike. Like all of our stuff was piled onto this trailer. The grill. Nas strapped it in, hooked her up, and she hauled the trailer out to the place, to Julie and Cody's. We pull up into the driveway and turn around and look at the tire. There's a blown tire on the trailer. So before noon on Friday, the shuttle bus driver had gotten stuck and there was a blown tire on the trailer. And I was like...
So when I walked up to the flatbed, my first question... I don't know if it was you or your dad showed me. I said, why'd you guys put a fucking off-road tire on the trailer? And it was you. It was you that showed me. I know because your dad thought the same thing I did.
Yeah. I sent a picture of it to my dad and he was like, why is she sending me a picture of somebody's
off-road
tire? Nope.
It was my exact same thought. I'm like, why are they putting... And he showed it to me. You showed it to me. I'm like, yeah, and then I look closer and it shredded blown tire.
So then, the sides went up in the tent, like we just spent Friday just like getting shit put together. And Friday night, it was like, okay, so the ground was still kind of wet. We're not going to get everything situated yet. So we'll finish the rest of it in the morning. All the wedding party came out. Our family came out. We ran through rehearsal. It went great. We ate burgers and sweet potatoes.
So check this out. So I don't know who it was. I thought it was potato salad.
Gail made it.
It was delicious, but I thought it was potato salad, so I put it on my hamburger. And midway through, mid-chop, I start to come like, this is I don't know what's going on here. And I looked down and it was chocolate and realized it was
Snicker salad.
So
it was apples and Snickers, not potatoes and onions. But you were not the only person who thought that. Somebody else had the same.
So someone was dipping chips.
Yes, but it was all still good. It was all great.
It was delicious. It was fucking fantastic. Yes. Yeah.
So we had a great team.
Again, big shout out to my boy Ryan Jepson.
Yeah.
He fucking murdered it.
Great and team.
Wink helped out too.
Cooking us some delicious burgers for Friday night. And then Friday night, you would just drink, hang around the fire. Everybody just like hung out. It was Friday night was great. I'm gonna fucking spike your throat.
So sorry.
And then
I woke Mandy up the other night with that review. I was laughing.
So then Friday night,
I wish I would have invented that. You have no idea. That dude is so fucking funny. Sorry. Big shout out to my boy Santo. Flavor Chaser. So tired. I just want to take a nap. Keep going.
So Friday night, we go up to the trailer to go to sleep. It's like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
God, it was so cold.
Oh, freezing. By the way, it was like 40 degrees. And we're sleeping in a trailer that has a tiny, like a tin box that had tiny little space heater in it. And poured, you guys, like monsoon
I wake
weather.
up at 5, so I'm smart now.
Pouring.
I go to get up and I get on the bed at this point. So we're drinking, but we're not drunk.
No,
we're not wasted. Like regular old, I don't know. We maybe had like a case of beer between Mandy and I total. So, and if you know anything about us, that ain't shit. I get on the bed. It's an air mattress. Big shout out to whomever bought that from our Amazon list. And I shove my fucking shirt up in the window, the skylight in the fucking toy hauler. Pass out. I'm awoke. I didn't wake up. I was woke up by what sounded like hard ass rain. Next thing I know, it's hail hitting an aluminum toy hauler. Now, excuse me, this is where I start to think that I'm like, I didn't drink that much at all, where I thought I was getting the spins. You get the spins before you fall asleep, not after you wake up. 5:30 o'clock in the morning, and I'm getting the spins, only to realize that when I set my phone down off that the little cot thing, the little cup holder, and then when the phone did this whole bit, I was like, oh, it's not the spins. The wind is that fucking hard. So we for sure thought, I thought, and yes, we are Subaru. We are finally thought there was going to be no tent. I thought the tent was going to be gone. We had 140
80 by 40.
80 by 40 foot tent. What was it? 120? I thought it was supposed to be.
We did 80 by 40. We were gonna do 100 by 40, but
120 foot. God,
it wouldn't fit.
Yes. Stop saying. P.S. Just as a big ups to everybody tuning in. Was that about Steve?
So it's a wake up Saturday morning, literally like monsoon type weather. And I'm like, fuck, all right, I'm just gonna go back to sleep for a little while. Like, I'm not gonna try it because it was like a hike. It was like a hike to get back down to the house. And I'm like, all right, I'm just going to go back to bed for a while.
1/8 of a mile, 1/16 of a mile. It was quite a ways.
Yeah, I'm going to go back to sleep for a little while. Like, I'm not walking back down to the house in this rain. Went back to sleep. Woke back up like 7:30, 8 o'clock. And it was like kind of done raining. So grabbed my umbrella. Went back down.
It's not done raining.
It was not done raining. And because we put all the sides on the tent to try and keep out as much rain as we could. I peeked in the tent, you guys.
Flooded.
Standing water. Tent. And I was like, there's nothing I can do about it right now. Like, until my dad wakes up, I don't know what, like, there's nothing I can do. So I went in the house, had some coffee, waited for everybody to get up. My dad comes down. I walked back up, got Nas out of the camper. He came back up.
I didn't want to get back up.
We had some coffee, ate some breakfast. And then more of my family showed up, and literally, you guys, we were digging trenches.
Big, giant, fat, juicy shout out to Manny's dad, by the way.
Seriously,
showed up with skid loaders and fucking excavation equipment. Talk about, when I say this venue was built from hand and from scratch, this venue was built from scratch, meaning the fucking class 5 that was dumped, skid loaders, goddamn work trucks. We're talking like full dump trucks, literally excavators, not skid loaders. I mean excavators. Chunky sod that we fucking laid that worked.
Yep.
No one noticed, not one single person. So
yeah,
big shout out to no one noticing.
So my dad's sister and her husband and their girls, literally, you guys were digging trenches to get the standing water out from underneath the tent. We had shop brooms trying to push the water out on the sides of the tent. We had heaters running to try and dry things out. You guys, Saturday morning was like crisis mode. And then on top of it, Nas had to start cooking chicken for dinner. So Nas and Ryan were out at the grill cooking chicken while, like I'm under the tent trying to like help manage and point fingers and tell people what to do when I have no idea what
Meanwhile,
even needs to be done.
I don't ever try to tap myself on the back here. I learned a big lesson this weekend was the way Ryan acted, because he knew that I know how to cook. I know what the fuck I'm doing. And he's like, damn, now, so you got these thighs fucking down. And I never fucking tap myself on the back like this. I had that shit down after that first roll of chicken thighs. After that, I showed him boom, boom, boom. And all he was doing was he did a shit ton. This is not minimizing his role, my boy Ryan, but we were fucking switching places. I was bam, base, season. He would go behind me. He'd fucking, and I fucking went up to the next grill, base, season, back and forth. And he would fucking flip his, I would flip mine. And then I would be going to put mine back. He'd jump over to my grill and vice versa. We're rotating between two, not little
you guys
grills.
had like a
we're a fucking, what is that called?
Assembly line kind of.
Yeah, no, there's it was like done with science, but that's not the what you use.
Yep.
It was a system. We had a system in place. But we literally got that. We cooked for 200. We had more than 200 people.
I think we did too.
We had well over 200. We had more than 200 people in a matter of, what would you say? Maybe 2 hours? Maybe hour and a half?
Between 5 and, but really between like 5 and 8.
Say that again?
Between 5 or 4 and 8.
4 and 8 what?
4 p.m. and 8 p.m. There was more than 200 people on that.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about though, like we cooked for that many people.
Yeah.
For within probably under 2 hours.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Because they got there within half and we were done. We didn't need any of it. You know what I mean? That's when he said, where'd you get that Cuisinart shit? I'm like, well,
because the thing is like registered for you on Amazon.
No, you fucking
Yeah, that's why I was like, who bought that for you? Because I thought somebody bought it from you on Amazon and gave it to you as a wedding gift.
Well, Tim fucking.
So thanks, Tim.
Yes, in dance. P.S. Can we give a giant fat shout out to Tim?
Hang on a second, we're lagging.
Oh, for dancing, but yes,
there we go. So then Saturday morning it got to be like 12:30. You guys, I was supposed to have already been in the shower by noon, and it was like 12:45, and I was still running around the tent trying to make. It was a mess, you guys. It was still a mess. There was still water. There was still tables that were out of the way. There was still trenches dug. There were still decorations all over the place, and like my control issue, like I have control issues. I had to step away. I had to go in the house and I had to take a shower and I had to go get ready. And knowing that Gail and my mom and Nikki and Trisha were, and even my mom and Gail had to step away to come up and get ready. So it was really Elise and Trisha and my aunt Nikki literally took over.
My brother was dressed in his suit and ready to go before I was.
Yep.
Like I was still cooking. The only thing that I did, me and Dom were almost tied. The only thing that I did between it was a half-ass shower. Bob walked in on me naked. I was using hand soap before Bob came in the bathroom in one of the most dirty showers I've ever. So the shower that I use is what my boy Cody uses to wash his dirt bike gear off after races. So that'll give you an idea. Mud, like 1/4 inch thick. I'm in there using Gillette shaving cream as body wash. I'm like, fuck, it makes my face feel clean. What's the difference? You know what I mean?
Yep.
So Bob Squatch walks in the bathroom. I'm in the glass shower naked. I turn around like Bob. First of all, he brings me some water. Thank you so much. And Powerade. I hate flavored water. It wasn't his fault. I just didn't. I'm sorry. I'd rather him drink it than me waste it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm like, hand me the hand soap, and he hands me the hand soap. So I used hand soap on my razor burnt ball sack. And let me tell you something. I didn't complain to no one. I didn't say shit. It felt like someone was holding a match underneath my taint. But I was clean as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Clean as fuck. After that I cooked. The only thing I did between then and there was went back in the bathroom, tried to like wash the smoke smell off me, which I don't think there's anything you can do about that. It's done. Like your dress.
Oh, my dress is so bad, you guys.
It's like a bonfire. Cut it off. Cut your dress off you, so you could dance. And I shaved. That's it. That's the only thing I did was shave, wash my face,
and put your suit on.
Put my hat on, which was great. I'm so happy we got to wear our hats for the ceremony, except for that one, the one portion. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah. So 12:30, 12:45, I finally stepped away, went and got in the shower and started to get ready. And literally, you guys, every time somebody came in the house, I'm like, how's the tent look? How's it going out there? How's it look? How's everything going? And they're like, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We've got it figured out. It's fine. So all of you that were there and downstairs, I know I'm missing a lot of people because I was not down there. So I have no idea who helped and participated, but thank all of you for just giving me that sigh of relief to just like be able to just enjoy and drink champagne with my girlfriends and my sisters and my family and my moms and just like just enjoy and relax for that time. Like I really appreciate it. And so we got ready, and you guys, while we're getting ready to do our
Sorry, it was a selfie for Instagram.
Oh, I was like, are you taking a picture or video?
A quick video.
So thank you, Sergio.
Sergio, thank you so much. Can I give a shout out? And I'm a little upset with Sergio right now. Swipe up. So I'm a little upset with Sergio. And let me just go ahead and tell you why. I saw Sergio's Instagram today. Or no, at the wedding. I had to stop the wedding to show Mandy running back. So.
Oh yeah, you show me.
Yeah. So big, you're lucky son of a bitch.
And so as we're getting ready on Saturday morning, you guys, our photographer shows up and it's still raining. It's raining anymore. It's like this weird mist. So we're trying to then figure out like, okay, so where are we going to take our pictures? Where are we going to take all of our wedding pictures? And we took our pictures, you guys. It misted a little bit. It rained. We had fun. It was great. The ceremony was perfect. Afterwards, we just, hung out for like a little bit. So our big thing, or my big thing, because I don't know that you really knew the difference, but my big thing about the wedding is like, I didn't want there to be a bunch of downtime. Like I didn't want, there to be the ceremony and then there'd be like an hour or two until dinner and then an hour or two until the dance. Like I did not
I never said those words, but like, yeah. Of course. I just wanted the ceremony to be no more than, I think it was actually faster than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I didn't want the ceremony to be longer than a half hour. I think it was maybe 15 minutes.
Yep.
And as soon as it was done, we ate and it went right into fucking dancing.
Yeah. Like we were outside just hanging out, saying hi to everybody. And all of a sudden our food, what would you
done?
No, I know, but who would Elise and Trisha, our food monitors?
Yes.
We're like, we're ready to serve dinner. And I was like, oh,
all right.
Okay. So then I'm trying to
was
get
our
him
walkout song moving on up? What was it?
No, it was Hall & Oates.
Not Signed, Sealed, Delivered.
No, stop saying that because you're fucking it up.
I always think that's what it is.
Somebody help me out here. Hall & Oates.
Do we not know our own walkout song?
I do, but you said Signed, Sealed, Deliver, and it fucked it up.
Bob Squatch, what was our walkout song, bro?
It was Hall & Oates.
Tammy, Hall & Oates.
Anyway.
Elise, big shout out to Elise and Barry. They fucking killed it. I'm super jealous.
Yes, Elise is here.
Elise, can you please tell Barry to text me back? I texted
Make
Barry.
my dreams come true.
Okay.
You make my dreams come true.
I didn't know that song. Oh.
Yes.
So hold on. I texted Barry earlier today. Remember the lights I brought to Megan and Ryan's wedding? And I was like, this is fucking stupid. I just unplugged them. Very expensive lighting, DJ lighting, and otherwise I'm just going to get rid of them. If Barry wants them, he has first dibs. Elise. So you tell.
Elise said, "Oh my God, Barry can't even remember."
I offer it because I have all my lighting equipment that I don't use. Nice Chauvet shit. Literally come and take them because I realize
his phone's dead right now. You guys can talk later.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah, it was like right away. So trying to rally him up, you guys, to sit down just so we could like start the food line went about as well as you could imagine it did.
Wait, say it again.
Trying to rally you in to sit down to eat dinner. I'm like, we got to sit down and eat dinner. He's like, I'm not hungry. I'm like, me either, but we have to go eat.
I wasn't hungry.
So we go in,
the
walk
worst
through
part
the
is
line.
when she was done, I was like, I'm hungry now.
Go in, get our plates, sit down. He's like, I got to pee right now. So I'm sitting up at the table eating dinner by myself.
And then I get caught.
And the thing of it is where the porta potties were, I could
tell this story.
see a window of you standing in front of it, and Tyler, one of your groomsmen, was like, do you see that? Do you see him out there? I'm like, yep, already know. Lost him already.
I also never peed. Fun fact about that story.
Yep. So full plate of food. I'm eating our wedding
No, but I came
deal.
back.
I know,
But
he
you
did.
know, this is why Mandy and I are married. Because when I came back, I'm like, please don't be mad. She's like, I'm not fucking mad.
No.
She's like,
He's like, will you sit here with me? I'm like, of course I'll sit here with you.
Oh. So, can I tell the? Hold on, keep going. I want to tell the Shannon story eventually.
Yes, you can. And then
I have a fucking story for you guys that is gonna, maybe not as much as mine, but
yeah, because you.
Right, but they'll get it.
I was gonna say it's still pretty cool. And then after dinner, everybody mingled for a while. We did I did a thank you speech and cried,
She's like,
sobbed through the whole thing.
And then she goes, she's like, oh, fine, what am I doing?
Yeah, I cried, like I ugly cried through the
And
whole
then I
thing.
screamed NinjaMilitia at the end. It was fucking,
And everybody loved it.
Was,
And then
woo!
And then we did our dances, and then we just
say it with me. Woo!
woo.
There you go.
And then we just partied, you guys. And so this like super tragic, awful weather, hell of a ride turned into the perfect day. And by the time the ceremony was over, the sun was out. It wasn't raining anymore. It was still muddier than huck. But
you're sexy when you're moody.
But so you guys, after the ceremony was over, I bustled my dress up. And for you girls that you know what that means, but so I had a train on my dress, and what they do is they put like buttons and hooks on the dress so you can like hook and so it tucks the train up.
Porn star when you say I had a train on my dress.
So it tucks the back of the dress up.
Gross.
And it kept breaking.
What kept breaking?
The bustle. I
don't want to know. I don't want to know what you paid for the dress, but I'm curious.
Not that much.
Was it? Doesn't matter. If it was over, I don't know, $40, it shouldn't break.
I know. It's literally, so it's a heavy dress, and it's literally 2 buttons with 3, so it was 3 buttons with 3 pieces of thread that were supposed to hold up.
I can no longer tell if I'm tipsy or if I'm just that tired.
I know.
It's like I'm just like this.
And so my bustle kept breaking, like the string kept breaking. So we kept trying to come up with, kept trying to like do other things. And my girlfriend,
were people tying it, like tying the 2 ends of the string together?
No, they were trying to then just like tie the back of the train up to because I had buttons that went up the back of my dress.
What is a train?
The part that hangs in the back, the long part that was like longer than me.
I was gonna say this should just call something that doesn't have a second meaning, like drag. Like, oh, never mind.
Yeah, it's like the longer back
See
part.
what I did there?
Yes, the longer back part of the dress. And so my girlfriend and her mom were trying to like rehook it because I had buttons that went all the way up my dress. They were trying to like rehook it and restring it. And I finally looked at her. I said, will you just cut it off? She's like, Mandy, I'm not cutting off your dress. I was like, well, I'm going to go find me somebody who will.
And that was
so I went up to my stepmom. I said, cut it off. And she looked at me and I'm like, cut it off. She's like, I'll be right back. She goes running out the tent. Nas whipped out his knife, but couldn't get it to like.
No, I didn't even try.
Yeah, you did.
No, did I?
Yeah, you tried to cut it with your knife, and it wouldn't go.
Look what my knife did this weekend.
Through.
You're telling me my knife did this and this. This is my fault. This one was not my fault. In fact, I had protection gloves on me. You're telling me my knife can cut your dress. Can we give it another shot?
Yeah. And so Gail came back with
can we use
scissors
it just for second purpose, like upcycle.
Yeah.
And like, we can make something cute out of it.
Yeah.
See through. Well, can we take the liner off and it could become a sex dress? Call it a cess.
So my sister was holding it, my stepmom was cutting the train off, and it comes to the end, and Nas is like, no, I want to cut the last of it off. So they held the seams over. They held the seams out so he could, and we cut the bottom of the dress off, and it was literally perfect.
It was perfect. It was. I don't know why she just didn't. Here, look, listen. Let me tell you guys a story.
And I have my rain boots.
Have you ever seen a white dress and the bottom half is dragged in mud?
And it was wet, so it was so heavy.
It was pretty fucking cute. Like, in terms of a red Mexican wedding, I don't know that it could have gotten any better.
No.
I also didn't realize that 76% of the wedding was people I knew. Like, in terms of just like, I thought for sure there's gonna be a lot, because it's just that natural, like if you go to a wedding, you don't know anybody, or any event, I knew about everybody.
I was gonna say, I bet it was closer to like 80% of the people you knew there.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Because I bet it's just like my mom's friends that you didn't know.
But even they seem to know who I guess I hope so. But
Yeah.
they even seem to, so like I felt comfy.
Yeah.
It was, and it's one of those weddings where like it was more of a reunion.
Yeah.
Than it was I got to see people I haven't seen in a decade.
Mm-hmm.
Who I was best friends with a decade ago. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say that we're best friends now, but we're always, you know what I mean? We'll always have that connection. The tripod was back together again. Josh and Mikey and myself. That was crazy. That was fucking crazy. I felt bad because Josh left a little bit earlier than I wanted him to, but you know, is what it is. A lot of people, Josh, Natane made it out, which made me really happy. His girl, and then of course he came here today and surprised me. It's like, well, I gotta say fuck off first. I'm like, why is that? Because now people are asking, hey, so when do you guys get married? And do we even give the cock away?
I think my mom took it home.
That upsets me because that was supposed to be us to give away.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay,
we'll talk about it later.
Okay, so yeah, my sister Tammy, who's in the chat. I wish Lando would have came because he's super fucking close. Yeah, so many chef. God dang, Bobby is God, he cleans up nice.
So I just have to talk about it because he just brought it up. And
all your cousins, but the Wavras? Wavra? I can't tell apart.
I know.
It's actually, and when you, I don't know if it was you or your mom or somebody said they're not twins. They're not like
none
triplets.
Of them are.
What do you mean?
Like they're all their own separate.
I want to pull the picture of them up.
No, don't do that. So, what the fuck was I gonna say? Oh, so on Friday when Bob and Ashley showed up, I just have to talk about it because he just commented in here. So Bob and Ashley from are from out east.
Ashley's she's pretty as shit.
And so as everybody's there and everybody's showing up, we're trying to make sure we're like introducing everybody. Everybody's introducing themselves. We want everybody, and it was great, you guys. We had people literally from all pieces of our life come together, and everybody just like it worked. It just worked. It was great.
I accidentally knocked the DJ on the ground, which was an accident. And I felt horrible. I fucking felt so. And I picked him back up and gave him a big fat house. Hey, I hope you know that was an accident. I was trying to be cute and break between them and start dancing with Mandy. And I was like, I did not mean to look like an asshole. Like came and I was like, God damn it, Barry, fucking dude, that was not supposed to happen. Although,
can we finish telling my story?
Oh God, I haven't told one story. Is this how marriage is going to be?
No, because you have taken over every single one of our.
You're right. Go ahead.
The last like 2 or 3.
Go ahead. That's all I can do this for a living.
This is my show.
This is true.
So on Friday night, we're introducing everybody, and Jilly goes up to Bob, and Jilly's husband's name is Cody, and goes, Cody, this is Bob. Bob, this is Cody. And Bob literally talked about it all week long. Bob, this is Cody. Cody, this is Bob. All week long. Bob kept talking all week. He's like, can I just like stand around and listen to you all have a conversation? Because this is the greatest day of my life.
Sean, cute. The first live disagreement.
Oh, cute. But I felt the same way about Ashley and Bob.
Because I wanted Ashley to say home because I'm very aware of the Pennsylvania accent. Caleb Karate, a rapper that I used to rap with, that I used to have done features with, great artist, but like we would have conversations like, hey, let me call you back. We're about to go home. And I was like, what's that? We're about to go home. Like, oh, okay, go home then. And I kept telling her, hey, say home once. She's like, home. I'm like, it still comes out, Ashley. They're from Philly. From Philly. Pennsylvania Dutch. That's what I call them.
So we enjoyed listening to you guys talk just as much as you enjoyed. And Bob, I have to ask, is it worse than when I'm live? Because I feel like there's sometimes when I'm talking, my Minnesota accent comes out real rough.
Rocky's Minnesota accent came out today.
Oh,
Rocky's.
Yes.
I don't know what he was saying.
I don't know, but Rocky said something today, and we both were like, and there's his Minnesota accent.
There's Naomi. We were just talking about you. I wish you were there.
I know we were asking about that. We were discussing that today.
Because we were talking about my niece Naomi. Wish she was there. You were there. because we got confused with the names. Got confused with the names.
Oh, Bobby said it's way worse in person.
It is. We both try. You especially. I think you probably think about it more.
There's definitely times that I'm talking and I'm like,
when you were prescribed pain pills at one point for after pregnancy, and you got like either giddy or emotional, and you said oofta, and I wanted to stick a hot poker in my ear. It's sexy, but after a period of time, I'm like, all right, stop what oofta.
I don't know people who really say that though.
I've heard you really
I
say
say it to like little kids. If I, like a term of endearment. Holy buckets,
Holy
thanks.
shit, Alex Nance, thank you so much,
That
bro.
that was real bad. Oh, holy buckets.
Oh, holy buckets there, Alex. Thanks there, bud. Thank you so much, bro. Primo. So that's cousin Alex, by the way, just so you know.
Okay.
So now that's legally your cousin. When are you changing your name? What does that take? What process is that?
I don't know. I have to look it up.
We gotta figure this out. Look at even the way Tammy, my sister, spelled I know is how you pronounce it in Minnesota. I know.
Mm-hmm. I guess I do say oofta, but only it's
Seuss,
like
damn,
littles.
don't you know? Yeah, that's it.
Just littles. Oh, oofta.
Oofta. Spacious Ted's dad says that.
Does he?
Yeah. Yellow bushes are on fleek.
Thank you.
Do you know that?
Thank you. And so then we partied literally. I don't think we went to bed till 4:30 in the morning.
Nope. Chef takes home the cake. Chef Day Vapor.
Yep.
Tim did not stop partying till legitimately the sun came up, and then drove back to the hotel.
Wasn't it like 8 o'clock in the morning?
It's 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning.
So
we packed up and walked up to the trailer at 2:30, but there was lots of shenanigans up at our trailer park until 4:30 in the morning.
So I just told Tammy, she doesn't necessarily know this yet, but I know this. So we like to celebrate relationship stuff with friends. Like it's great together. Like we're going on a honeymoon, but we're not going by ourselves. Like everyone that was invited to the wedding was invited to the
We've
honeymoon.
Been telling people this for 2 years.
But yeah, and no one
that our honeymoon was open invitation.
People thought we were joking when we said like we want other couples. Now, not like we're not trying to like fuck each other and shit. I'm just saying we like that. So our anniversary, I was going to talk to you about tonight. I talked to my sister about it. I think our wedding anniversary would be fucking cool as shit to have another, like just have the same type of thing. Of course, it's not gonna be as big. You know what I mean?
Well, maybe not 1 year anniversary, but it was rough.
Yeah, why not? I'm not saying we have to fucking rent a 120-foot tent.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, if Jilly says this is cool, and we'll give her $500 and we'll fuck her shit up for a while. Okay, more like the bachelorette party.
Oh, okay.
Like that.
Okay.
So thank you so much, Stan. Thank you so much, bro. Thanks for. Can you read that?
Thanks for having me from Friday until Sunday morning. It was the best weekend of my life.
Was he there the entire time?
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he stayed with Chef the first night, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, listen.
And shout out to Ashley. Bob said this is the first time he's ever seen Ashley throw up.
So
I watched her drink a whole bottle of champagne out of the bottle.
I've now heard more stories about Bob's wife than I have about Bob's dick. So I've never thrown up champagne personally. My question is, what does it taste like coming up? Because I drank
bubbly
gin
and sweet
for the first time in
I watched you do that.
In 11 or 12 years.
It looked like it was in some like 1920s medicine bottle.
Bob Squatch is right, because I was the one, or Chef was the one opening them. Ashley had drank close to 4 bottles of champagne, and she polished off her bottle of Malibu.
Oh, I went up to her. I was like, "Where's your bottle?"
5'3".
She's like, "That was gone a long time ago."
Yeah.
And then was literally walking around the dance floor with a bottle of champagne.
She's probably one of my fucking.
It was fantastic.
Chef,
it was fantastic.
Thank you so much. And I there is something I will talk about. I want to post a picture of it. I'll post it on Patreon first. Chef had made. I've been trying not to. I don't even want to think about it. So I brought it into the bedroom today. Chef made something that was very. Chef made something that was very personal to myself, to my brother, to my sister, to my brother Sean, to all of us. I really would like Justin to see it, my brother's son. I showed it to Dana, the physical portion of it. we'll show it. We'll show it after we're back from the honeymoon. I'm trying to just keep myself like, I don't want to cry. I don't want to fucking get watery eyes or wet eyes. I just want to keep shit happy. But Tim did some cool shit that I'll post on the Patreon page first.
Good idea.
Yep. And then Tim, if you want to send that audio to me, that'd be great. It was a little long-winded, but I'll tell you what, like some of the parts in it that were super sad, he fucking peppered in some funny shit. But he reached out, was it Don Ripley? I believe it was, that he reached out to, and he had put together my brother's naval history in the military. And that was God, like when you say the words like you didn't have to do that, that is the definition.
Yep.
That
Absolutely.
You didn't have to do that. And the fact that you did shows everybody, Don Shipley, it shows everybody, not just me, showed my family who you are as a person.
Mm-hmm.
You're a beautiful, beautiful man. Bob Squatch, I'm a little upset with him because he walked into the studio and it wasn't like, oh, cool. This is like, I've seen this for so long. He was like, I thought it'd be bigger. Now, Tim seemed a little bit more starstruck than Bob did. God damn it. I'm just jealous. Bob looks so good when he's cleaned up. You never see a dude with a beard like his look clean cut without it, or with the beard. Bob looked great. Bob, you're a fucking dick. Tim looked like a legitimate lumberjack. I think he had several of my relatives,
Mom loved him.
Yeah. Tim is.
He also showed up with like 6 bottles of champagne.
6 bottles of champagne, a pumpkin beer. He brought me hot sauce, and I didn't have hot sauce at Jilly's, and I told her to keep that bottle there because I'm going to use it in the future. So Tim murdered it. Bob, Ashley, goddamn. So can I talk about Shannon yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So this is my favorite story of the weekend, aside from us getting married. The difference is that us getting married was expected. So my cousin Jason is probably one of the coolest motherfuckers you could possibly meet. He's like one of these fucking race. Jesus. He's like that. He's a man. He's a man's man. He's like, I'll race goddamn vintage snowmobiles with nitrous. And I'll fucking change a 350 to a 454 with my eyes closed now. You know what I'm saying? Like not next week, not take a couple days to do it. I'll do it now. And I walk outside, it's like, hey, I want to introduce. Meanwhile, he's not from the South, he's from Minnesota, but just go with it. Thesis goes, Nas, I want to introduce you to my husband and then my boyfriend. And I was like, I don't think you're supposed to say that in front of that one. He's like, no, it's all good. We're all, and no, not just him is like this. The husband goes like this. How's it going, Nas? I heard about your Suburban 9-inch lift Skyjack. You got 35-inch tires and a 350 with the LS swap you're looking at. I'm like, yeah. Meanwhile, his husband is a master mechanic. My cousin Jason is a master mechanic, diesel mechanic, snowmobile racer. The boyfriend of Jason's, I don't know how that works. Is it both of them? Do they share the one? I got to ask more questions. All I know is at the time I was like, I don't know why, if I was gay, that's how you're going to fucking do it. But Shannon Smith on the Patreon page, been a NinjaMilitia member from basically day one, high tier. He just had to take off recently, only, financial reasons. Dude, I don't give a fuck. That doesn't ever affect friendship to me. Shannon hits me up. This is a few days before. He's like, hey, I'm going to be there, but we're going to be there the day of, specifically because I had to borrow a truck, and my buddy's stipulation to borrow the truck was I have to pick up a motor from Minnesota or some shit like that. Now I'm outside when I had told you I had to pee right now during the wedding dinner. I ran into Jason. We started fucking talking, and he's a burly son of a bitch, a little scary. And we're talking motors, and he goes, you see that Suburban down there? It's parked way off in the field. I'm like, yeah, what about it? He's like, that truck came to me today and picked up a fucking motor. It's like, hey, I gotta be quick because I have to go to a wedding. He's like, oh shit, us too. Lo and fucking behold, Shannon Smith went to pick up a motor from my cousin, and they were both on the way to my wedding. It wasn't even his motor. It was his buddy's truck for his buddy's motor that he was doing for a favor. Several degrees of separation.
Yeah,
Now, if that isn't a crazy small world story, I don't know what is.
it is a crazy small world story.
And meanwhile, none of them live in Minnesota. This is outside of Minnesota status. Different states, people. That's it. So that was my piece. Now I want you to keep going. This is your show.
That's crazy.
Will you stop breaking shit?
So Saturday night was fantastic, you guys. Yeah, like I said, we went up to our trailer park at 2:30.
Just call our trailer park,
and we're getting ready to go. We're getting ready to go walk our 1/8 of a mile up a muddy swamp hill. And Nas is like, I'm fucking hungry. So we go into the basement.
I've got some funny fucking pictures. Just wait.
We went to the basement where there was like a so we had sandwiches for lunch that day, and all of there was a fridge down there just full of all of our leftover stuff. Nas finds a basket, grabs a whole Rubbermaid full of lunch meat, puts it in the container, grabs a whole tray of cheese, puts it in the container, grabs a whole bag of buns, puts it in there, mayonnaise, chips, and carries a whole basket, literally probably enough supplies for like 10 people to have sandwiches.
Oh, this is where we were drinking. We were not that drunk. However, this is about it's not blackout, but it gets
this
fuzzy.
Is where things get not fuzzy, but like you could definitely tell that this is where the needle tipped
into the capital D, not capital RURNK, but capital D for sure.
Yep. And so we get up there and we're
drunk for those of you who can't
he's
spell.
Sitting in his underwear, making sandwiches on our blow up cot mattress. And Brittany comes knocking on our trailer door naked. Did you know she was naked?
Do you remember that
naked with a sweater on? And says, I can't get Tyler to bed. You need to come help. And I said, do you need sandwiches? Yes, we need sandwiches. So I packed up all the supplies. We walked in our socks. I found your socks today. Literally could have still wrung them out.
That's the beginning of the story. I promise there's more.
So we go over to the trailer, and Nas is trying to like pick Tyler up off of the floor and get him into bed. And Brittany and your brother Suze were just like, I'm like, so Nas and Tyler are sitting on the bed in their underwear, eating ham sandwiches at 3:00 in the morning. I went back over to the trailer. He came back over to the trailer. Brittany calls, you have to come back. So again, I don't think I went back. No, we didn't actually go back. Did we actually go back?
I sure did.
I don't think I went back. You went back.
Listen,
I don't remember if I went back or not.
No, this is where I want to. Chris, God damn it! Will you shut the fuck up and wait a second? I'm getting to that story. Chris got butthurt. And I was waiting the whole time to tell Chris's story. I want a text from you. Apology. So listen, let me show the pictures.
Oh, yeah, we can tell the Chris story.
No, I wanted to wait for that one for a specific moment. Keep going.
No, you have to finish.
So let me show you guys. Oh, Brittany's got the fucking pictures. Yeah. Oh, no, I got him. Talk.
Well, okay, so can we reverse and tell Chris the story while you look for the pictures?
No, do you know that story?
Well, I know my part of the story. This is the part of the story I told Chris.
Oh,
so you guys, Chris has been a long, like Chris has been around
way before Patreon, way before I was ever famous.
Like
no, I'm not famous now, but I mean, I think I had 8,000 subscribers when we met. 6,000 subscribers.
It was like you guys were like his FaceTime phone call every morning when you were taking a poop for a long time. And I'm shopping. We're walking around. We've done so much shopping. I'm so fucking done at this point on Thursday afternoon. And so we have like an app on my phone that tells me when somebody RSVPs, and I get an email or whatever. And I get a notification and it says, how do you say his last name? How do you say Chris's last name?
Pugh.
Chris Pugh has submitted an RSVP to your wedding. And I was like, I screenshotted the RSVP and I sent it to Nas. And I'm like, what is it? What? I'm like, what? What? He's like, you'll never believe this. So from what I have understood, you can step in. What I've understood is that on Thursday, Chris said something to you about like, hey, I think I'm going to be by your place.
Okay, yeah, okay. So now stop. So I want you to stop because I want to tell this part because it's actually a little bit more in depth than that. I got to get this pic. Okay. Now we have this one set up. I have a bald spot. Amanda, have you known about this?
No, it doesn't look that.
Oh, my heart's pounding right now.
It doesn't look like that. It does not look like that.
Maybe it's from the stress from the wedding.
It doesn't look like that though.
Promise?
I swear to God, I would tell you.
What in the fuck?
I don't know, but I would tell you because that's.
I'm thinking I'm gonna cry.
It doesn't look like that. I swear to God.
Promise?
Yes.
Oh, I thought we took care of this.
It doesn't look like that.
Okay.
Okay. So
now
Chris sends you a message.
So to explain who Chris is, I won't go that in depth. Chris Pugh has been, he was one of the very first subscribers he was one of the rudest, he's one of those rude fuckers. Hey, give me some free shit. And I was, at that time, I was like, I just said no. Then I got to know Chris and he was joking. He's super brash. He's very, how would you say that? His jokes are fucking like mine, but I take shit personally. You know what I mean? So I didn't fucking know. And I'm like, dude, I don't even get free shit. Like I didn't get free shit up until recently. It's not free. You're providing a service. I fucking have to review the shit. I can't pay my goddamn internet bill with fucking e-liquid. I've talked about that many times. Now, Chris has been back since close to under 6,000 subscribers. This dude is one of the most genuine people on planet Earth. I didn't know his position. His position is in St. Louis. He was a recovering addict at the time. He's one of the most humble human, and he's straightforward. I appreciate straightforwardness.
Yes,
I appreciate when someone is not pussyfooting around. If you have something to say it to my face in person. That's who Chris is. He's a beautiful man. His family. He's a grandfather.
I know.
He's a grandpa. Big shout to his son, and it is fucking his sons. I know they had a long, what is that called? Battle in court to get custody. They got custody. His wife, super fucking phenomenal. He was around since Pinup Vapor. This is gonna be for you. Oh geez. He's the one that told me about 3D Vapor and Pinup Vapor when they were selling in these bottles. This is not actually their liquid. I just put this full of VG and like some other liquid just because I thought it's just cool to be around the inception of a company. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Chris is out of St. Louis. Long story short is Chris, Deviate Vapor are some of the original OG militia before the militia was a thing. 2014, 2015, early.
Will Boyles just said too that he's been around since you had like 1,500 subs.
Believe me, Will Boyles is amongst that. Will Boyles is shout out to Anchorage, man. Yeah, Will Boyles, same shit. A bunch of you guys, William D. Rollinger. These guys have been, and it's not just because they're viewers, not because they're patrons. That has nothing to do with that. We're just friends, man. Like it's just, I've said this since day one. I don't have viewers. I have friends. I don't have fans. I have friends.
Yep.
But Chris,
fucking family.
Now get to the fucking story. The story is, I'm sitting here, and Chris calls me, and he tends to call me the most inconvenient times. I'm trying my hardest to get this fucking video up, the build video, the official build video, because Mike Vapes, and this is nothing against Mike Vapes, it was my own fault. I can't write directions, and that's not my job. I tried my best, and he built it incorrectly. Mike Vapes did. So like I'm trying to fucking like make a build video to correct that shit, and again, not Mike Vapes' fault. It's my fault. I should have spent the money on someone who knows how to write directions better. But I'm trying to correct it, and he calls me right as I sit down. And you know my thing about that. It's always like as soon as I'm about to do some shit, I have literally less than 45 minutes, but before she gets home and for me to fucking do more wedding shit, I fucking do it. And Chris calls me and he's in the truck, and I know that he had just gotten this truck driving job and he's getting back on his feet. He goes, "Hey man, I just want to let you know, like, first of all, I miss you." I'm like, "I miss you, bro. I'm gonna be in Minnesota, but I don't think it's anywhere near your house." And I'm like, "Well, funny you say that. This weekend I'm getting married. Where is it at?" He goes, "Northfield, Minnesota." I'm like, "You're literally basically walking distance."
I say like 10 miles.
10 miles from where we're getting married, and like 15 or 18 miles from our house. And he's like, "No." And he's like, "Well, I probably won't be able to make it because I work." He got the fucking time off. I haven't seen him since 2016 I don't know if it was ECC. It was out of St. Louis. It was St. Charles, Missouri. Vape show, Vape Expo. Before, I don't even know if ECC was around then. Maybe 2015, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, ECC was around then. Either way, and he was able to fucking make it with dropping a load off in Northfield. He took the day off. They gave him $150 to do another load, and he made his fucking way to the wedding. That, to have someone like that by chance
Be able to be there.
meant so much to me. So much. And it's not just him, like the whole relationship, our families, our friends.
It was just one of those things too. Like, I think you probably had the same reaction I did. Like, I had such a long and stressful day on Thursday.
You never even met Chris, but you know exactly who he was.
But I mean, I feel that way about, you know what I mean? Like, I hadn't met Bobby. I hadn't met Ray. I hadn't met, but like, it just, there's quite a few, like, it just doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't matter. But I was like, I got that same feeling. Like, I'd had such a fucking shitty day on Thursday. And when I got that notification, it was like the goose pimples, like, what?
Her reaction was like, did you see this? And I'm like, yeah. Yeah.
Like, how do you think he got think he got the link?
Exactly. Holy fucking shit, Tina. Tina sent $100 via PayPal. Thank you so much, Tina. Thank you so much, Tina. Thank you.
I just don't even have words for you anymore, Tina.
Yeah, Tina helped pay for half the transmission of the Suburban. And I lied to her when I said how much we had to go to be able to pay for it. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. Mostly because we know that she would fucking pull some dumb shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? And pay for the... Yeah. But let me show you guys my bald spot, I guess. Why are my knees full of mud? Why are his knees full of mud? This is one of my BFF Tyler's. This is one of my BFFs, Tyler. Look at the bald spot in the back of my goddamn head. Where the fuck did that go? Why? I know you said it doesn't look like that, but babe, that's pretty cut and dry.
I'll take a picture of it when we're done.
Am I wearing underwear?
Yes, you are wearing underwear.
Oh, my dick looks... Are you seeing that?
Yeah, we looked at this already.
I got a fucking hog on me. I also have a belly on me. That's the worst photo of me ever. I'll post that on Patreon only.
Tyler was eating... Okay.
So, remember I was telling you guys about us walking over to Tyler's fish house. And if you guys are in the southern state, you don't know what that is. It's called the Ice House. Minnesota ice fishing fishing in general is a huge thing. We have 10,000 lakes over that. So he's got an ice house. Everyone's got toy haulers, 4-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Now, the way you eat a sandwich, as far as my recollection goes, is like this, or like this. Or if you're Tim and you have giant hands, it's like this. However, Tyler was he was drunk. He was drunk with a capital DRUNK.
Yep, drunk all the way.
All the way. So was Brittany. She was naked. There was many people in that ice house. Brittany looked real good. Tyler should not have been drunk. I was like, hey, bud, you got a wife. Now, with that being said, Tyler was holding the sandwich like this and eating it like an apple.
Like bread first?
Bread. Nothing was first. It was just all at once.
Well, I'm just thinking about so you're just taking a big old bite of just dry bread?
So this is his ice house right here. That's me counting the amount of times he had thrown the ham on the floor. Let me zoom it in. And you see my finger? My thumb, I'm like 1, 2, 3. Now, this is where shit gets real. Oh, this is our son, Rocky. And Tyler looks a little creepy because he's super wasted, but him and Rocky have a connection. I look like I'm going to kill our child. We danced with our kids.
You did.
I did. We're so cute. You guys, that was the venue. That was the tent. Giant tent. This is something I invented. So you guys know when you go to Men's Warehouse, when you go anywhere, any clothing store, and you see everybody pointing in the pictures, like, I know. Mandy wasn't happy. I made it annoying.
Literally, you guys, every single time we were taking pictures.
But I made sure to get the good one in first. Did I not? Yes or no?
Our poor photographer, you guys, she was such a trooper.
God, I look old in some of these
She was
pictures.
such a trooper.
So this is what I did, stock photos to make sure we can send to Men's Warehouse. So when you point and you just point up and you laugh. My brother in the wedding, Zados, I got to give a giant shout out to him because I thought for sure he was going to do some pranks or some funny shit during the time and he didn't. Thank you very much for not doing that. Yes, keep going. Can you read the comments? Sorry, guys.
Chris just said, bro, you're the most humble, genuine, real, kind-hearted person. And that's why we've become close all the years it takes one to know one. I love you, bro. We're just alike. And then says, Mandy, it was great to finally meet you. Thank you for all you guys have done for me. I love you guys.
Love you, motherfucker. God, don't start with that shit. I will not get wet eyes. Okay? You're a man. Ugh.
And then Tina says, Tina said, thank you for the love, sending some back for you. Thank you so much, Tina.
Thank you, Tina. We'll talk. We'll talk. You got something special coming.
Bob said, Ness, do you remember yelling at me for wearing hats?
Was it because you have nice hair?
Oh, so we have to tell a really fun story.
Okay.
So when we were shopping on Thursday, well, first of all, we're getting ready. We had taken some pictures already, and it clicked. I opened the door, and I said, babe, do you have your socks on? And he looks at me like this and pulls up his pant leg. Yes.
Listen.
Puts his pants on, whatever.
We'll get back to the Tyler story eventually, but this is...
Wanders away.
Let me go ahead and show you guys. I was a little upset. The T-Rex thing has gotten out of hand. My family friends don't vape. Not a part of the Patreon page. Don't watch the live streams. Have somehow heard about the T-Rex bullshit that this asshole started. I go to open up my tuxedo. I'm getting married. It's not like we're at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm getting married. This is an expensive suit. It's not like Grim Green expensive or Jay Hayes expensive. I've never worn a suit before. I opened up the fucking... Mandy put T-Rex socks in it.
But he didn't know it was me. I thought for sure as soon as you opened the bag, you were going to know.
No. I had no idea.
I don't think it came about till yesterday. I don't think you put the things together until he's like, wait, because when I said, do you have your socks on? I thought that meant, I thought that you then made the connection that I was the one who put them in there. And he's like, who the fuck just puts a pair of fucking socks in my suit? And I was like, me?
I had no idea. I thought somebody had known about Men's Warehouse. Now let's go ahead and now this is where it gets fucked up. Is Terry Petter? Big shout out to Forever Wild, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful farm. Very good family friends. Without them, we wouldn't have the heat that we fucking had inside that tent. This is Bob Squatch taking a picture with quote unquote Thesis himself. Do you guys see that right there? That's a light up Christmas T-Rex. That's a light up.
And it was put right at the front entrance of the tent. It was put right at the front entrance. I'm going to tell you guys.
The moment you walk in, you don't see Mandy's beautiful dress. You don't see me. You see the lit up T-Rex with the Santa hat.
I don't know. I thought for sure either Chris brought it or Shannon brought it. Because it was the only people in the militia that did not fly and that could have transported this thing to the wedding to get it there. So I thought for sure it was either Chris or Shannon who showed up with it. And no, it's his mom's best friend.
Not funny. Now, I have way bigger arms than a fucking T-Rex. Mandy, this is your doing.
Oh, look at how dirty he is.
Your doing.
So he's going to go in the front yard? I think he just should be our
Terry
permanent.
said we can keep it. It's just got to stay in the live streams.
Oh, so we need to plug it in back
I
there.
had no idea they watched.
I didn't either.
Nope, sure didn't.
Nope.
I had no idea.
Oh, Tammy thought mom brought it.
Yep.
That would have been even better because your mom is a troll.
My mom. You guys think people like. You guys think Ben Shapiro, Alex Jones? I don't know who else. The worst trolls on the internet. My mom is one of them.
Yep. He'll make some like super badass post about something awesome, and she'll go underneath it. That's great, son. When are you gonna mow the lawn?
Yeah. Yeah.
She doesn't say it often, but
the only posts. So I made a post a couple weeks ago. I said, anytime I start to feel cocky about my position, I remind myself that calm the fuck down. You've done all of this by accident. And she liked it. Then proceeded to text me and says, you're lucky I don't add to the list. In accidents. That's my mom.
Yep.
It's the woman who birthed me and claims to love me.
She also was the last person to leave the dance floor.
Mom is she's a gangster. She's damn near 70 years old and will fucking outwork any of us in terms of footwork and just in general. You know, she's a scary person too. She's one of the feistiest motherfuckers I've ever met.
She's the scariest bundle of 4'10" I've ever met in my life.
I would say 5 what? Because you don't mean feet. My mom she was 5'1" at her tallest. She's now
our 8-year-old is taller than she is.
Well, pretty damn near close.
No, he is, and wears her shoes.
And he's 8.
Yep.
He's also freakishly big. So is our 6-year-old. They need to calm down with those hormones. I'm telling you, Cheetos have growth hormones.
So did you hear the story about Rocky's tie? So when we were getting ready.
Hold on. I will listen to this. Do you want a beer?
No, I'm okay. So I don't know if you guys, for those of you who are friends with me on Facebook, so our 6-year-old has been super particular about his outfit for this wedding. I was just going to let them wear jeans and a button-up shirt and just like let it be what it is because I didn't want to make it a big deal. Well, we were out school shopping and Rocky found like a suit, dress pants, a vest, and insisted that that's what he got to wear to the wedding. So great. That's what you want to wear, kiddo? That's what we're going to wear. So last week we're talking about whether or not they want to get a tie for their outfits. And our youngest says to me, Mom, I want a tie like a president, not a tie like Mickey Mouse. And so I went and bought him a president tie, and we were getting him dressed. You know, like I put his pants on, I put his shirt on, I put his tie on and his vest and tucked his little tie in. And he kept trying to pull his tie outside of his vest. And I'm like, no, babe, like until the ceremony's over, we got to keep it tucked inside your vest. And downstairs, he pulled it out again. He pulled it out and he laid it on top. And I was like, you want to know what, kiddo? If you want people to see your president tie, they can see your president tie. And as they were walking out of the house down the aisle, somebody's like, Rocky, tuck your tie in. And I yelled out the door. I was like, leave his tie alone. So he walked down the aisle with his vest and his president tie.
Fucking clip on too.
Outside of his vest. It was so fucking cute, you guys.
Chef fucking tied my shit in a.
How did you end up with Sean's bow tie?
It wasn't. Big shout out to my nephew Kyle. Pass me that cigar, will you please?
Because I thought Sean had a bow tie.
I can reach the fucker myself.
Because the tie I bought you,
not a T-Rex,
Sean was wearing.
Oh yes.
Which is fine.
No offense.
It's fine.
I
FaceTimed you. You picked the tie.
But I didn't want Bob Squatch to wear I didn't want two things. I didn't want anyone to show me up in terms of the way they dressed. Fuck you, Bob Squatch. I didn't want anyone else to wear a bow tie. Bob did both. Now, I secretly told Kyle, my nephew, big shout to Kyle, who didn't have to be there. He broke all of them. His ligaments in his ankle, all of them. Split them open. And fucking made it. Thank you. Now, excuse me. I told Kyle unknowingly, bro, I wanted to wear a bow tie. I never wore a bow tie. when I was a little baby, like Rocky, I wore a president tie.
Mm-hmm.
So now I wanted the Mickey Mouse tie, and fucking Kyle bought one of the most nicest. I don't know where it is. I gotta find it. And I want
Your bow tie?
Yeah.
It's tied onto my bouquet.
Okay. Oh.
It's filthy, dirty, full of mud, and
that doesn't matter.
Tied around the bottom of my bouquet. I'm not going to.
No, that is a wedding forever situation.
That's why
it was a beautiful Calvin Klein silver shiny bow tie. And when I saw that, I was like, can anybody here tie this? Spencer, Tia's girlfriend or boyfriend. Sorry, Spencer. Tia's boyfriend from Michigan or Wisconsin, but he's a Vikings fan. Tied that shit for me. Yeah. And then Tim did a Trinity knot in my tie. He's like, I can tie a Trinity knot. I saw him watching YouTube. I don't know how to. Tim is so fucking.
It doesn't matter. The fact that you can follow a YouTube video and still tie it.
He watched it one time.
Yeah.
And I was like, kudos, because I can't even tie a regular tie. Mm-hmm. But long story short was when I realized that someone else was wearing a bow tie, Kyle, I was like, fuck it. I gotta wear one to show Bob Squatch. So that's why. That's why I wore the bow tie.
Yeah.
And it just meant more. It meant more. It meant a lot that Kyle remembered the fact that I wore the bow tie. I told him that eons ago. And he fucking got that one, and it happened to match the suit. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I was super impressed. I was super happy.
No, it was great. It was all.
There's a shit ton of people there who should not have been there. Meaning, there was good. They had good excuses. Broken ligaments.
Oh.
Lives, I don't know, 1,500 miles away. Like, there's so many different reasons, and they showed. I'm also very. What is that called? I'm not an important. I don't consider myself an important person. I consider you an important person to me, but like at the same time, I thought it was mostly just going to be your family. When we saw as many people as we did from.
I actually thought I was like writing things out. I thought I was going to have, just because of Brit. I tried to call you earlier. We'll talk later. So I thought like making the list out just from like work and all this, like I thought I was going to have more friends there. We talked about this. I thought I was going to have more friends and less family, and you were going to have more family, less friends. You just had more everything.
That's not true though. Cause I saw people I didn't know. And I assumed, they belong to you.
No, I know, but it's fine. It was great. It was guys. Perfect. I'm literally, when people ask how it went,
no complaints.
And if I could, there's other than the weather, but at the same time, like I was talking to my stepmom. I was talking to my stepmom about it towards the end of the night. And I said,
she did so fucking much.
If it weren't for the weather, would it have made it
as memorable?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think, like, I probably wouldn't have cut the bottom of my dress off had it not rained.
That was the funnest.
We wouldn't have been dancing in our fucking rain boots.
I haven't had that much fun with the pair of scissors since I cut not just the umbilical cord.
Or Rocky's hair off.
I didn't. That wasn't fun. I still have my son's first lock of hair that I cut off.
We just found out the other day.
Yep. I'm a sentimental sap like that.
But there was this, and I told Gail, I said, if anything, it all just sums up exactly who we all are.
Mm-hmm. Muddy, dirty,
just like no,
pretty dirty.
I mean, like, but the thing is it was
regular as fuck.
And I enjoyed seeing, some people showed up in a dress and some people dressed for the occasion, and other people showed up in rain boots and jeans and a sweatshirt.
That's my favorite.
And
that's my favorite.
You guys, it was great.
It was
absolutely great.
Biff was super fucking cool. Jenna didn't give me a hug, which I don't think it was on. It was just busy. It was just.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I feel like was Ashley Peter there?
Yeah.
I saw Ashley, and I was genuinely sad that I didn't get a chance to give her a hug. So shout out to Ashley. There's so many people like that I didn't expect to come who came. There's a few people who I expected to come who weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't hurt by it. I was like, I get it. Like, look, I fucking hate weddings.
I mean, honestly, like knowing it was an outside wedding and the way the weather was.
I asked to reschedule.
When we were walking to the house on Saturday morning, he's like, so can we just postpone this?
Yeah. I know I was joking, but that was dead serious.
Down from our trailer park to the house.
It was like
soaking wet, sopping through the.
Yep.
But we're going to be talking about this forever. I mean, it would have been perfect if the sun would have been shining and it would have been 68 degrees and no wind and this perfect situation. Like, yeah, that would have been great. But
Thank you, Laurel.
But this gives us one hell of a story to tell.
L-A-U. Can you spell it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think Laurel's L-A-U-R-E-L. Sorry, it's blurry for me. Laurel, thank you so much.
I don't even know who you're talking to. Oh,
Laurel said the girl is beautiful.
Thank you.
I don't know if she's talking about me. Well, I don't know if she's talking about me. Okay. Bet I was trying to kiss your forehead.
So if there's anything you could have done differently, what would it have been?
Well, I wish I wouldn't have knocked Barry down on accident. I feel horrible about that, and that was not on purpose. No malintent. But the only thing I wish I could have did differently was if I could have not wore my hat at the same time, wore a president tie and not a president, because I'm indecisive, you know that.
Yep.
At the same time. But genuinely, taking more pictures. That's it.
Yeah, that was the one thing we were looking back today is like with all of our friends and all of our family that was there, we didn't get to capture things in a whole. Like I would have loved to have gotten a picture with like all of my aunts and uncles and cousins that were there, and I would have liked to try and get like
with your family than you did.
Probably. You guys, I did not have my phone all day Saturday. I have not one picture from Saturday on my phone.
No, the
or
BFF
Friday.
Brittany had it. Brittany, if you're still watching,
she just. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, so back to this Tyler situation. Now Tyler was drunk with a capital D-R-U-N-K. I had brought him sandwiches. Say it, baby.
Sandwiches.
Sandwiches.
Yeah,
sandwich. Brought him sandwich, and that's where things for me started to get fuzzy. That I started to it was real blurry. Put it that way. I had one of those come to. My brain came back online, like AOL. I think Bob Squatch said or Shannon said. So as I was walking back, you guys have to remember this is Minnesota in October. It was probably close to 40, 45 degrees. The ground, on the other hand, is much colder than that.
And soaking, like a swamp, like literally swamp ground. You guys.
We were on a motocross track. Literally, we were parked in a swamp ground with a motocross track. As I'm walking the 60, 70 yards from their ice house to our toy hauler is when I came to mentally, because I realized at one point I looked down and my ankles were buried close to my calves, and it was freezing. So I finally make it back to the camper, and that's when I really started to realize, after sex towel, 2 bars of chocolate, what
Champagne,
else?
chocolate covered strawberries.
And now we don't know where they are. I have no idea what happened. And we were semi-sober by the next. I will have to say,
woke up hungover eating chocolate covered strawberries.
Benny is one of the nicest, best people you could ever meet. That kid.
I was thinking about it today. We really need to find something to like.
Benny deserves a gift
for him. Yep.
And I wish that dude was into social media. He's not. So I don't even know if he has an Instagram or what. Benny, thank you, bro. If you end up by seeing this, thank you so much. He brought us his last Advils.
I took all of them. I took 4, and that was the end of the bottle.
You took 4. You're an asshole. You mean there was enough to split between me, you, and Benny?
You asked, you're like, do you want some of these? He's like, no. So I just took them. It was the crunchiest bottle. It was the crunchiest bottle of Advil I've ever touched in my hands.
Probably masturbated.
No, it was like, you know how like when things roll around at the back of a truck and it gets like dusty, and it was.
Benny's a gangster like that. Barry gave him a case of beer
out of the liquor trailer on Sunday morning.
He deserves more than a case of beer. We'll hook Benny up. Benny, yeah, man. Benny is Barry is one of those people. Benny's one of those people. They'll give you the shirt off their back if you ask. They'll give you the shirt off their back if you ask. It's crazy. It's crazy. We also, your dad, same thing.
Yeah,
Gail,
I think almost everybody that you know what I mean. Like everybody we surround ourselves with.
Bobby, let me just say this: Bobby from the NinjaMilitia, Bob Squatch. Y'all know Bob Squatch. Bob landed on what? Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday was shoveling shit within under 2 hours.
Yep.
Shoveling shit out of a trailer. I posted on the picture page. Shit out of a trailer within 2 hours. Not a question was asked.
No.
He offered to help.
The understanding, Nasane had made this plan. Like, I was gonna go up and get flowers. He was gonna drop the Jeep off with Bob and Ashley. I was gonna meet up with him, bring them home so they could go. Like, they're taking all of this. They're spending all this time and money to come out here and see us and be here for the wedding, which is great. And we were so happy they were able to be here. But we had this conversation,
We
like,
needed shit that was
they
shoveling.
probably don't get to do this very often. Like, they probably don't spend a whole lot of time away from their kids or out by themselves. So we were like, okay, so we'll drop the Jeep off. They can go over to the mall. They can get some lunch. We'll meet up with them. They can come hang out with us for dinner. Bob gets there. He's like, I ain't going to no fucking mall. We came here to help. And they helped. Ashley and my mom's boyfriend, Brett, hung almost all the lights through the tent. Her OCD kicked in just as bad as mine. So at one point I was like, how about you guys just figure it out and don't ask me any more questions, please? She's like, all right,
True shit.
Done. And her and Brett hung all the lights and then my dad helped with the big ones and the over the top. But
Ashley got a nice butt. And she's a nice person.
At one point, Bob was like, literally everybody, all these bossy women here keep telling me what to do, and I don't want to say anything to anybody.
His anxiety kicked in, which I get.
But they did. They did go up to the mall for a while on Saturday morning, and they got to check it out and have some lunch. And so I'm glad they did get to spend a little bit of time by themselves together. And
they did. I hope they enjoy it because I know Bob Squatch's anxiety gets.
He said it was fine.
When I asked him to pick up Chris, I told him, I'm like, listen, I know you guys don't know each other. I promise you guys got a lot of shit in common. You don't know yet. Chris is be involved in the high end game, and Bob Squatch vapes his motherfucking ass off. But I'm like, I appreciate what you're doing because I'm also aware of your afflictions. You know.
Well, that would be like me asking to pick somebody up I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
I probably would have thrown up.
Because you and Bob Squatch have that in common. And
we figured that out in Connecticut.
Yes. Yes. Very, very antisocial anxiety. Yes.
Yep.
I gotta piss like a racehorse. Babe, I love you so much. I'm also ready to fall over.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Can we have 20 more minutes and that's it? Is that cool? Okay. Yeah, so what I'm excited about, let me go ahead and show you guys something. I think I screenshotted it. Yep, sure did. Let's see if I can just pull it up. So right here in Minnesota right now, it's about to start snowing. Come Friday, Saturday, it's about to be already snow covered. Every day before and every day after. Thursday, maybe not so, or Friday, not so much, but it was gorgeous. Now, let me go ahead and show you guys what our forecast looks like for our honeymoon.
We're flying out to Playa on Wednesday morning, guys.
That's our honeymoon right there.
Yep.
That's our screenshot of our honeymoon in Mexico. Now, mind you, I don't give a fuck what we do or how we do it as long as I'm with this woman.
I looked at it and it's like rain in the morning, clear up in the afternoon.
When you said that, I was like, you're full of shit, but you're right. Like, I'm looking at it right now and it's like, it's rain. 60% is the highest it gets.
Yeah.
So maybe rain.
So we probably aren't going to see the sun very much, but I don't think
all I give a fuck about is blowjobs and drinking. That's it. I want to eat her butthole. That's it. That's literally it.
And honestly, you guys, we're going to drink and eat
buttholes.
And it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
I don't give a fuck. I just want to give an idea. That's all. That is all. Yeah, I mean, fuck. Oh, shit. You know what I've never been doing? I could just have my phone right here and look at the comments. Oh, told you I don't need glasses.
Yes, we fly out.
Love you, Ashley.
Our flight leaves. Brittany, call me tomorrow. Our flight leaves at 6 a.m. on Wednesday morning. We have a tiny little.
Can you just say hi to Issa?
I already did.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even know it's here. Issa.
We have a tiny little layover in Houston. So we'll be in Mexico by like noon, I think, on Wednesday. And we will be in Playa for the week.
That's a horrible name.
What?
I called Ashley Schley.
Schley,
just SHLEY. What is a beautiful name? Schley.
I don't know. You're probably the only person who's ever going to call her that.
Schley. Love you, Bobby Schley.
It's like when Mitra calls you Nasi.
I know. Her name is also Mitra De La Skinny. So there's a good picture of Mitra where she's drunk. And she's going like that. with Bob. She's not doing. It's just this is that's me true. At one point, I'll show that one later on Patreon. Continue.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I want to go on an excursion. I want to do something. I found a side-by-side.
I don't want to hear anything about a side-by-side rental or nothing until I get mine. You guys want to see my sweet side-by-side under my Polaris? Right there.
You love me.
Fucking love you. Better.
You want to know what I'm just thought of? That we should start doing. Okay, so we kind of do it with conventions already, but like rendezvous with the Ninja Militia.
Yeah, duh. If we can give like 2 months ahead of time.
We need more than that.
More? 2 months?
For my work, yeah.
2 months and 4 days? I'm not good at planning.
No.
If you can plan it out, well,
Labwork says his mail got lost.
Shouldn't have. You got an invite.
I'm so sorry.
I'm not. He knew about it. I gave him the RSVP on the internet. And
did you send him the thing?
Babe, you the one that wrote it out. Yeah.
I know, but then did you send him the link?
Yeah, I sent him the RSVP shit.
The not link?
Oh, the KNOT? Yeah. Anyone I could, I'd send it to. So Labworks didn't get. I don't know if it got. That sucks that it got lost. But we not only did we send it, I also want you to know that Australia's postal shit is fucking spendy. We believe me. I knew that didn't. I just one of those assumptions. Like even Dom didn't get the link till because he never even got a postal thing. He was in the wedding and never got one. So I know we didn't send out all of them. I understand why wedding planners exist.
Yes. On Thursday, I called him and he was like, I finally, or no, you didn't say finally. You're like, I know exactly, or I think I got an idea of how you've been feeling for the last 2 weeks.
I hate text messaging. It's one of my.
I'm getting there.
I like phone calls.
Yeah,
I like FaceTime.
I'm getting there.
Because it's everything you can say in 4 hours worth of text messages can be said in 4 minutes.
Yep.
On FaceTime.
On a phone call.
And you can see the person on FaceTime. You can see that. Like I believe that FaceTime or phone call is the best way to go about it because otherwise shit gets lost in terms of translation. But excuse me. What was the point of that? There was a point.
You hate. It was Thursday night.
So every time I checked my phone, there was another text message. And so at this point, I was just saying, call me. So then I would get a phone call. I was on my way to pick up tuxedo. That's right. Going up to pick up the tuxedo. I was getting so many phone calls about the wedding that 2 and 3 people, it would just get sent to voicemail. And I would check it. And then I have to call them back. And that's when I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, I was on Thursday night when I left Jilly's house to head back home. I was on the phone with my dad for 4 minutes. And in that 4 minutes, I got a phone call from you and I got a phone call from Mom. And then I got a phone call from Elise and a phone call from Barry. Literally in 4 minutes.
My phone call got sent to voicemail almost immediately. And I knew your phone wasn't off.
Yep.
I was like, someone's calling her. I was like, take your fucking time.
I couldn't even keep up with.
It was awesome.
And I think it was on Thursday too. Every time I checked my phone, I had between 5 to 7 text messages as well as, and it was all in good, people like just checking in and it was like people just asking. It wasn't ever anything like.
My least favorite question though is, hey, what should I wear? Like, I don't fucking care what you wear.
On Friday night, I was sitting down and I looked at my girlfriend, Jilly. I said, if one more person asks me, how are you feeling?
If another dude asked me, are you sure? The night before or 2 nights before?
That really happened?
Because I've been very vocal about this. Well, even when we were together, I was like, I don't want to get married. Why does that? But you're that important to me. Like I want that. I wouldn't have asked you had it not been had I not felt that that's what I wanted. That makes sense or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like You're my yeah.
So that was my
Hey.
That was my we were sitting down for lunch on Thursday with my mom when we were shopping. She's like, "Who are you talking to?" I'm like, "Oh, literally everybody."
The entire guest list.
Yep. Literally every single person.
And if anyone didn't get an invite, believe me, we invited almost everybody. So either something happened, this, there, or the other, this, that, the other. And I apologize.
It also is really tricky to plan a wedding at a private residence for over 200 people.
We fucking thank you, Jillian and Cody. You guys were awesome because we fucked your shit up. And Manny's dad had to go back and fix it.
We went there today to pick up the rest of our stuff, and my dad had already been out there and fixed all the fucked up shit we did.
Skid loader and shit. So Tyler fucked some shit up. Personally, it was pretty cute.
Oh, we didn't tell that story. On Sunday morning, so we all parked. So at Jillian and Cody's house, they've got like where their house is sits down here.
It's a motocross track in a swamp.
And then they have a road that goes up like this back to Cody's his dirt bike track. Comes up this way. And then there's like a patch of grass that comes this way, and that's where we had all of the campers and the trailers parked.
P.S. Big shout out to Cody. He finished third in nationals.
And my dad, who drives a 1-ton diesel
Dodge,
no
longer Dodge, it's a Ram,
got stuck, buried. So Tyler,
hold on, stop the whole conversation. Hold on. This is a 1 liter bottle of Rumskis.
And so Tyler, who has
I have a video. That's what I'm saying. A big ass
power wagon.
Hold on, yeah, it's a power wagon
with a winch on it.
12,000. I'm proud of that. I'm proud as fuck of that. Not the truck.
That's really excessive.
It's pretty good though. That's a 1 liter bottle. So let me show you guys what this means. Damn, you're fucking cute. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
So there's Tyler's truck. Oh wait, no, sorry. 1 second. It's there, I promise. There's Tyler's truck. There's Mandy's dad's truck. My brother. This is in the track. Let me go and show you what happens next. Pause. I fucking hate the new iPhone. I wish we had volume or subliminal message. So listen to the amount of motor that's in all of these vehicles. 1-ton diesel. It's not. It's a 3/4 ton, not a 1 ton.
No.
Is it 1 ton?
Yeah.
1 ton and then a 3/4 ton gasser. Let's go and show you what happens because of the power wagon. The 1-ton diesel cannot get out. The power wagon winched that bitch out like it was fucking mayonnaise. There's Tyler.
Admiring
himself.
Yeah.
So let me just go and tell you guys, anyone that ever talks shit about a power wagon having a 12-ton fucking winch on the front end built in, use it 1 time.
I was just gonna say it's probably the only time he'll ever have to pull something that heavy ever again, but he did it.
He did it. And with that success, I want to tell each and every one of you guys that we appreciate
the fuck out of you.
Appreciate the fuck out of you. Bitch, so gay, some of the truckers. Now, with that being said, I want to tell you guys that I appreciate your vaping with thesis. We're out.
Pause. Next week, possibly Tuesday instead of Monday, because we're coming back on Monday. So,
or we can go live on Mexico's Wi-Fi. You think this is choppy?
We come home Monday.
I'm just saying.
So
maybe we'll go live Saturday.
Maybe Monday. Maybe Tuesday.
Thank you, Melissa.
So stay tuned.
Hit us up. Patreon.com/ThesisHimself. Again, guys, we'll be back to uploading and recording and shit. I keep saying the 14th. We'll be back. What time on the 14th?
Late afternoon.
Okay, so there ain't nothing happening on the 14th. 15th, 16th, we will be right back in the swing of things. Tomorrow, the build video will come out. God willing, that's the barrage build video the correct way. Again, this is and I hope Mike doesn't take the wrong way, because I know he corrected himself at the end, and it's my own fault. I wish I would have spent the money on the directions on the barrage, but it was, as expensive as it was to fucking do in a prototype, all that stuff. Yeah. So the actual build video will come out tomorrow. Okay. No videos till then, guys. Again, we are off. This is the, you only get married once, so we're taking full advantage of it. Bitch, it's okay. Some other truckers now with. That being said, I want to tell you that I appreciate your favor with these.